So Ruger went and decided to update what people like to call the Glock killer. And yeah, I'm being a little facetious because nothing really kind of kills the Glock.
You can't kill me.
Glock has a chokehold on the gun world like an overbearing ex. You can fight it, you can trash talk about it, but eventually Glock finds a way into your life somehow.
Oh my God, don't ever leave me.
Ever.
Good, because I'd find you.
Now, I know because I fought it myself. My first gun wasn't a Glock. I purposely avoided it. I bought a Ruger SR40 back when 40 Smith & Wesson was the best of both worlds round. It was too big to carry though, so I grabbed the Ruger SR9C. And I'll say this until Ruger listens. Bring back the SR9C. Update it, modernize it, whatever. But that gun was incredible. Now we've got the XRM. Ruger makes the slide, and Magpul makes the frame. And together you've got this kind of arranged marriage pistol that's clearly built to live in Glock's neighborhood. And honestly, if this RXM had been out when I first got into guns, I probably would have bought it, unless the SR9C was still on the shelf, because that gun still holds a special place for me. But the RXM does some things better than the Glock. The ergonomics are just right. The grip texture actually gives you traction. The grip angle isn't trying to make you break your wrist just to line up the sights. And yeah, I love Glocks, but let's be real, most of them have the personality of a wooden plank. But the RXM actually has some character. And now it has a threaded barrel. So Ruger added a threaded barrel to the RXM. And that one change makes the RXM from something that's just an affordable Glock alternative to a legit platform. It's already optics ready. You can throw a light on the rail. The grip modules are swappable, and now you can suppress it. Here's the thing. Suppressed pistols usually look cooler than they shoot. Most of the time it feels like you bolted a damn battery charging pack to the muzzle. They get long, heavy, and clumsy, but I threw this Silencer Co. Osprey can on here and the whole vibe changed. It shot phenomenally well. It cycled smoothly, and there's no crazy blowback in your face. And the way the can worked with the gun, it was like the personality of the RXM completely shifted. Like someone who gets cracked in the head, CTE level hard, and suddenly becomes a different person. Only in this case, the new personality is better. And this was in 100-degree Texas heat. Yeah, the can got hot. Everything gets hot out there. But it didn't heat up faster than it should have, and the gun just kept running. Now, let me rant for a second. You see, suppressor companies are obsessed with making the quietest can on the planet. Mouse sneeze quiet. Personally, I don't care. What I actually need is a can that's small, maneuverable, and just quiet enough that if you ever have to shoot indoors, you don't blow your eardrums out. Now, this Silencer Co. Osprey 9, it's a pretty long can, but it's also lightweight, so that kind of mitigates the kind of length of the can versus the weight of the can. So this gun still feels very maneuverable. However, I would still like it to be a little bit shorter, and yes, I would take it being a little louder or noticeably louder as a result of it, but as long as it just didn't completely blow out my ears if I ever shot this inside.
Here we go.
Do it, yes. But here's the trade-off. Suppressors make your gun filthy. And that brings us to today's sponsor, Otis Cleaning Kits. You see, suppressors push all of that crud back into the gun. You'll finish a mag and feel like you just worked a shift in a coal mine. That's where Otis comes in. They've got everything from the elite pistol kit that covers 22 all the way up to 45 to the suppressor cleaning kit built specifically for when you're running a suppressor on your gun. They even make lead cleaning wipes so you don't walk around with range grime all over your hands, and CLP wipes so you can clean, lube, and protect in one shot. And what I like is that it's not just random junk in a box. It's gear designed by shooters for shooters, compact, modular, and actually useful. So yeah, if you're going to run suppressed, and you should when you can, your gun is gonna get dirty. And that's just the cost of doing business. But with something like this Otis cleaning kit, you clean it real simply, real easily, real quickly. So I'm gonna put a link in the description section for you to check out the Otis cleaning kits. Now, the XRM is currently in this Glock 19 territory, but you know what's coming. You know what's coming. a full-size duty gun, a subcompact, different frame color, grip modules. Ruger and Magpul aren't just gonna be making this gun here. They're gonna build an entire ecosystem, and that's where Glock should start to sweat a little bit. You see, Glock's claim to fame has always been reliability. That's it. Nobody buys a Glock because it's beautiful. Nobody buys it because it's got personality. It's because it runs. But if Ruger and Magpul prove the RXM can run just as reliably, then suddenly the question is, why pay Glock money for a gun that feels like a cinder block when you can get this? It's cheaper, modular, optics ready, suppressor ready, and with actually personality. So, no, it's not the Glock killer yet, but it's closer than anything else I've kind of come across on the market. And if Ruger keeps this up, Glock's grip on the handgun world might finally start to loosen. Might, being the operative word.